to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life.
All right, guys, it is time to start cleaning outside. We are taking spring cleaning outside and getting it done, as well as I'll be cleaning all over the house and cleaning up lots of messes. So I hope you're ready to get some things done with me.
Follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight. Didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it?
Hey guys, thanks for being here and thanks for hanging out with me. I am so excited because it's finally time to clean outside. I've been waiting all winter long to clean outside, and you guys have been begging me to clean out my car, clean outside, and it's just been so cold here that I haven't been able to go outside. And in fact, when I go outside in this video, it was only 45 degrees, so it was really not warm enough for me to be cleaning outside, but I was feeling that itch to do something a little bit different, so I bundled up and got out there. I was braving the cold to wash some windows, power wash the front porch, but you're also going to see me do some deep cleaning here in the house and just cleaning up some everyday messes over the next 3 days. So I hope you're ready to get motivated and get something done with me today. So before I start chatting with you guys, I just want to know, how are you guys doing? Are you doing okay? Are you hanging in there? I really, really hope that you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day, a good week, and just hanging in there. I'm actually having a much better week this week than the previous 2 weeks. So we've had just a lot of craziness going on. The last 2 weeks have kicked my booty. I think 2 weeks ago, the flu went through our home. Even I got sick. I had a fever, and then a couple of the girls got sick, and then, I just wasn't feeling myself because I was recovering from the sickness. And then last week, I was getting ready to start, so my hormones were all over the place, and I was just not feeling myself. I talked about it here on my channel and on Instagram, talk about feeling blah and not yourself, and it was all week long. I just felt awful. And finally, I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, and definitely more like myself. So I'm doing much better, and I hope you are too. After coming off 2 really hard weeks for myself, you kind of reflect on the stuff that you like to hear. And I don't know, I just feel like somebody needs to hear that they're doing enough, that they're good enough, and that they matter. And no matter what you get done today, it is enough, even if it's nothing, even if it's just laying in bed. So just know that you are enough, you are strong, and you really matter. And, those positive words are things that I like to hear when I'm really low or having tough weeks for whatever reason. So if you guys need to hear that, I hope you know that it's true, and I'm talking to you. So Mike was upstairs giving the twins a bath and putting them to bed, and Avery was helping me clean up. And I will tell you that one of the big reasons why I was having a much better week, I mean, I was feeling more myself, but also I got kind of lucky because Mike was supposed to go out of town for work. He was supposed to travel to Charlotte, North Carolina, and he was going to be gone for 4 days. And he was literally getting ready to walk out the door. He had his suitcase packed. Everything was planned. He was just waiting on a coworker to come, and they were going to drive to the airport together. And he got an email that the trip was canceled. And it was crazy because, you know, this was all planned. He was going to be gone for 4 days. Something had happened in the facility he was traveling to. It was nothing super serious, but they just decided last minute they didn't want any outside visitors to the facility. So it got canceled. And you know, with our lives, 3 small children, morning routines, bed routines, homework, activities, all of that, like Mike is an equal partner in our life and getting it running and keeping it afloat. Like we both work together to get it all done, I guess. And with him being gone, so much more of that was going to be put on my plate. And I had not planned on doing a majority of this cleaning because I wasn't going to be able to. But then when the trip got canceled, it was like, oh, I have more, free time. So it was kind of nice, I'll be honest with you.
I am down. Don't feel so sure, 'cause
Okay, so usually when I clean my microwave, I take a bowl of white distilled vinegar and I heat it up for about 7 minutes in the microwave. And what that does is it just leaves like a vinegar condensation all over the inside of the microwave and kind of loosens up whatever is on the microwave walls. And then I go in with my Dawn Power Wash and I spray that on there, and the combination of the vinegar and the Dawn Power Wash just wipes everything away so easily.
I've done, I gotta wait. I couldn't stay. I got a taste of all I ever wanted. It's too late. Bring me back to life, and I am yours till I run. Don't ask me why. That's what I do. Always have.
Some of you guys would say, Jamie, you're crazy. And you'd be right. But I have the time and I wanted to clean out front on the porch. It's 45 degrees. And it's gonna be like in the mid 60s this weekend, and I'm not gonna be able to do this. And I just want to get the porch clean and ready for the spring. So I'm gonna brave it. I'm gonna do it. I'm ready.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You got
So like I said, it was 45 degrees, and I think the only reason why I came out here was because the wind wasn't too bad. It was windy, but not like super windy. If it would have been crazy windy, it would have been way too cold. And I had not planned on doing this, but like I said, I had some free time, so I was like, all right, let's get out there. I've been wanting to do it. We'll have some nice days in between the cold days. So when we have those nice days, like I want everything to start being clean outside. And I got this window cleaning tool from Lowe's. I'll have it linked in the description, but it's just nice because it has that little scrubber part and then a squeegee, and it allows me to reach up on the higher windows. And I also just recently found a solution, I think, for cleaning the second floor windows of our house. So I'm going to probably try that here in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, going back to Mike, like, I was not planning on getting any of this done, and it was just nice because I like being productive. I like getting things done. And you know, when I talk about how much Mike does, like the night before, he was putting the twins to bed and giving them a bath while I was cleaning up. And I say that not because I want to, you know, I don't think he needs a pat on the back, or I'm not trying to say, look how much he does, but it's more to show you that I don't do it all. I don't get all the cleaning done, and I don't take care of the kids. You know, he is an equal partner in keeping our lives running and afloat. You know, the other layer of all of this is not only is he very hands-on and helpful like at night and on the weekends, but he also works from home, which is huge. You know, like when he worked in an office, he wasn't able to help out as much. In the mornings, he's sitting there with his laptop open and, you know, brushing Avery's hair while I'm doing something with the twins, getting them dressed, or he folds laundry at lunchtime, or like all those little things really start to add up, and it frees up time for me to get the deep cleaning done or do the cleaning or the workouts that I want to do. So I just think it's important that you guys don't think that I'm doing it all by myself, because I'm not. So this week was a perfect example. Like almost, I would say 70% of this stuff would not have gotten done this week if he would have been gone, because it would have all been on me. So I just want to be transparent, and I just don't want you to think that I do it all. I will say that if he will go back to the office, but we don't know if it's going to be, you know, like full-time or a hybrid schedule. But if it is full-time, I obviously will still put out videos, but I definitely will not be getting as much done.
Careless and young, but I wouldn't change it. You had me right from the start. You gave me your all, but something changed, yeah. And I know I sometimes drive you crazy. Yeah, I know I sometimes drive you crazy.
So here I was just using the Dawn dish soap in a scrub brush I got from Walmart or Target, and I was scrubbing our screens, and they were kind of gross. I'm sure they'll get gross here soon because of all the pollen floating through the air, but that's okay. I wanted to give them a good deep cleaning after the winter, and I just kind of laughing at our Minnie Mouse bucket. That's the only bucket I could find, so hey, it worked for me.
You've been building up this wall now, and I don't really know how I'm supposed to break it down. Said that you needed space, so I gave you it, but now you're gone, love. So out of control, high up above, can get you down, no. And I know I sometimes drive you crazy. Yeah, I know I sometimes.
You guys, I had totally planned on doing more. Do you see my hands? They're freezing cold. I'm freezing. I am done. I was gonna do more, but it's way too cold. So I don't know. I might go clean our bathroom because I did want to do that this week, but come on, it needs to get warmer. And this is like typical weather in the Midwest. Super hot and then freezing cold until about late May. We had our heat on. So we had our heat on Sunday. We had our air conditioning on 2 days ago because it was almost 90 degrees. And here we are. We had to turn on the heat this morning because when we woke up, it was like in the low 60s in our house. So heat went on. So AC, 2 days later, heat. That is Midwest weather for you. Well, there'll just be more outdoor cleaning and upcoming videos.
Drive you crazy. And I think that's why you've been building up this wall now, and I don't really know how I'm supposed to break it down. I tried peeking through the cracks, saw the light but couldn't catch it. Now the one who's breaking down. You should let me
So I wanted to wipe down the hallway, like the entryway hallway, just because this is another, well, it's a high traffic area, obviously. And the twins specifically, and even Avery, they're constantly putting their hands on the wall. And I typically use my wall cleaner, but I let a friend borrow it, so I didn't have it, as well as my wall spray cleaner. And I actually thought this would be like a great opportunity to show you what I use if I don't have a wall cleaner, because sometimes they can get expensive, or, obviously you have to go and buy them at a store. So if you're in a pinch, you want something cheaper, or you're just, you're out of the cleaner, just use some Dawn dish soap and hot water. That's what I use for my walls, and it does a pretty good job. So I just put some Dawn dish soap and some hot water in a bowl, and I was scrubbing the walls and the baseboards, and then I was going to do like the front door area. So here in a little bit, I'm going to share 2 high protein meals or snacks that I've really been loving lately. And I think I mentioned this in last week's video, but I am upping my protein intake. I've recently been seeing a personal trainer so I could be taught the proper way to do some strength training exercises at home. And it was really cool because when I met with them, it was like at a local gym. They actually do a lot of training for high school and college athletes. But they had this body scan where it went through, just like spun you around and took all of your measurements of your entire body. It measured your body fat, your lean mass. It told me how good my metabolism is performing. And then they sat down with me and kind of gave me a nutrition plan. Now for me, I am not trying to lose weight. I am not cutting calories, but it's more, overall, I've always said this, I eat pretty healthy, like an 80-20 diet. So like healthy 80% of the time and then 20% like whatever I want. And I would say I'm still following that, but where I'm like tightening up that diet is, so like at night, I would always eat like cookies, like Oreos before bed or throughout the day, just being home all day. You know how sometimes you're bored and you just go to the pantry and you grab a handful of like tortilla chips. Like I'm a salty person. And not like for me, I've never worried about losing weight or the calories, so I never cared. But I think over time, over a day or a week, those chips and Oreos add up to empty calories, I guess. And I still believe like you need to enjoy life, you need to indulge in all of that. But what I'm doing is I'm just trying to tighten up that diet a little bit. So instead of the Oreos at night, I'm trying healthier, more like nutrient dense snacks and just trying to up my protein as much as possible. The dietitian, that's something they're like, this is what you need with the strength training and because of your metabolism and because of my PCOS. So getting as much protein in every meal, still eating carbs, still eating fats, but just making sure I'm getting in a certain level of protein. Okay, so I wanted to share, I was getting some lunch and I wanted to share some of the things that I've been loving as far as my new, I say diet, but it's not, I'm not dieting. It's just, like we use the term diet as like losing calories and all of that, but I mean more of just like what I consume. First off, okay, so I've been drinking Premier Protein for years and I do like the chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, but I wouldn't say I love them. I just drink them just because sometimes I just need more protein in my diet. This peanut butter cup, chocolate peanut butter, holy crap, you guys, so good. I mean, I love peanut butter in general. Love peanut butter. I could not live without peanut butter. Peanut butter and chocolate, I think, is one of the best duos of all time. This is so good. Like, it to me could, if I was like wanting to be super healthy and needed a snack, something sweet, this would take care of that snack. Like, this is so good. I even added it to my coffee last week maybe, and it actually was really good. I prefer the vanilla in my coffee as like a protein creamer type of thing, but this was still really good. And I've been drinking this for like quick morning breakfast with a banana, and it's so good. So I'm actually gonna have this for lunch today because I had a big breakfast. I had protein pancakes and a protein yogurt drink. So I'm really not even that hungry right now. So I'm gonna drink this with a rice cake, some peanut butter and banana on like a round rice cake. But I ate these last night, no, for lunch yesterday. I added this in like a little low carb wrap with some lettuce and cheese. And these are really great. If you're in a pinch and you need some chicken, they're just, like, I like them because you can get a lot of protein, and they have some seasoning on it, and they were just really good. There's like a little bit of a kick to it, which I enjoyed, but it was a really, really good protein-filled lunch. So these are really great. I got these, I think, from Kroger, but these are great as well. Like, I even could have eaten these on salad or separate. So just wanted to share these with you because these are two things that I've been loving lately on my high protein diet as I try to build more muscle. So here I was just cleaning our bathroom and I was doing it all. I hate cleaning the shower, but it needed to be done. I tend to do that like every other week or every third week or so, and it was time. So that's what I was doing, and I was mainly using my Jaws cleaners to wipe everything down and then Clorox wipes for the toilet. But yeah, going back to this like new journey of mine, it's been good and fun for me to step out of my comfort zone. And something I found with like the nutrition part, I was telling you, I used to eat probably like 4 to 5 Oreos every single night. Like, I'm a nighttime, like right before bed, I want my snack. And what I did was I found a healthier option. But I think the key to removing, for me, it's always been, it's important to have your snack, but you have to find something that like satisfies you, if you know what I mean. Like, I could personally never just start eating all grilled chicken and broccoli like for dinner, because that wouldn't satisfy me. I may be full, but it wouldn't satisfy me, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I think the key to like any nutrition plan, find the things that you like and satisfy you. So for example, like most healthy snacks just don't do it for me. So what I've been doing lately, I think I've talked about these before, Yasso, YASSO Greek yogurt bars. They're like an ice cream, but it's made with Greek yogurt. Now, I will say I've tried pretty much all of the flavors and they just don't do it for me. They do not taste to me like ice cream, except for the chocolate chip cookie dough. The chocolate chip cookie dough Yasso Greek yogurt bar tastes to me like real cookie dough ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. So I think it's like 100 calories. There's some like, I think 5 grams of protein maybe. So I've been eating one of those every night and then a spoonful of peanut butter and a couple chocolate chips. And that totally satisfies that like sweet craving at the end of the night. I love chicken, peanut butter, and chocolate. So anyways, I think you have to find something that satisfies you. Like for me, if I didn't find those healthier options, or the energy balls or energy bites that I've made before. I plan to make those here soon. That's something else that satisfies that sweet tooth for me. And I'll try to share it here on my channel if you're new. But I think that like if I told myself no snack at night, or it has to be like Greek yogurt, you know, at night, I don't think it would satisfy me and it wouldn't be sustainable. So you have to find something that I think really satisfies you, and you may have to play around a little bit with that. I did it. I got it done. All right, there's more cleaning, so stay tuned. So I'm just using my DIY cleaner. That's 1 part rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, 1 part water, and then about a fingernail size or squirt of Dawn dish soap in a squirt bottle or spray bottle. And I like using that all over my house. I just don't use it on wood. It's hard for me to use it in our bathroom just because I think it's like my hair products or my skincare products and stuff like that. I need a bathroom cleaner. Here in the girls' bathroom, I mean, the only real mess is in here is some toothpaste, and that does the trick. And here I'm using the hydrogen peroxide wipes. I got them from Target just to wipe down their little toothbrush holder area. I just like using something like hydrogen peroxide is something that you can consume. So I just feel better about using that on an area that's close to their toothbrushes. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because this bathroom used to not get used as much because it was just Avery, but now I've noticed that it's definitely getting more dirty because the twins are pretty much potty trained for the most part. Actually, as I'm recording this, I think they have been dry at night for the past 3 nights, which is crazy. I think that's the longest streak we've gone. I mean, they're totally potty trained during the day. They never have accidents ever. And I mean, we have pull-ups and diapers. We just put them in diapers because we still have some diapers. We put them in diapers at night, and like I said, 3 nights in a row, they're dry, which is insane. But yeah, so I've noticed that this bathroom is definitely dirtier. Especially we're trying to teach them that after they go in the little potty to just leave it there, and mommy or daddy will dump it, even though they always want to dump it. That's what they say. I dump it. But then they don't always get it all in the toilet. So we've been trying to say, let mommy and daddy do it. But I can only imagine how messy and dirty this bathroom will be with 3 older girls. That's what's crazy. Or I guess in our new house, it'll be crazy.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that? It's just stupid. Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why
Oh, so I'm in here just quickly picking up Avery's bedroom. Someone had asked me in last week's video, because I had mentioned how when the twins are out of their cribs, which, like I said, we plan on keeping them in there until we move, unless they climb out, but they're not climbing out, so which is great. We're going to give the bunk beds to the twins, and then the one crib on the right hand side, if you're looking at the cribs, that turns in, like, that's a headboard, and we have ways to convert it to a double bed, and then that will be Avery's bed. But someone had asked, with the bunk beds, who will get the double bed and who will get the top one. So here's my thoughts, and if you're a twin mom, maybe you can give me some insight. I highly expect that they're just going to share the bottom bunk together, and they'll sleep together. I have some twin mom friends, and they have twins who had like double beds that they moved together because the twins just wanted to sleep next to each other. So I highly anticipate that they'll just share that double bed together. And if not, then maybe we'll just alternate. Like, someone gets on the top and someone's on the bottom, and then we'll switch, the next night or something like that. But I also think the top bunk is exciting because it's the top bunk. So it's like, if you're on the bottom, which is no fun, then at least you get the big bed. But we'll see. I really highly bet that they sleep together. So I'm waiting for some of the laundry to finish drying. It's almost done drying, and then I'm gonna fold the loads, and then I'll be done. But you guys, I think it was in last week's videos, I had sat down and had like a little heart to heart. I just kind of opened up how I was feeling, and it was like a blah week for me. Like, I was feeling low and blah, and it was all due to my cycle. I was getting ready to start my period. Like, I was not feeling myself. Like, it was really blah blah. Like, every day was feeling blah. And so many of you guys were like, thank you for being open and honest, and you enjoyed the little like heart-to-heart talk we had. And it makes me realize how much of a true community this is. Like, it's not just me making cleaning videos, right? Like, I'm sharing life's ups and downs and how I'm feeling. And I just, I think with me, it's like finding that balance of, I don't want to seem fake at all, but I also don't want to complain, because I personally don't like it when I get on social media and someone is constantly complaining, because I think that can be contagious. Happiness can be contagious. And I just like, but then I don't want to be fake at all. Like, if I'm not feeling it and I'm not like always motivated. So it's like riding that line of like not complaining too much, because I just don't want to complain to you guys, because I know you guys don't want to hear it. I mean, I feel like there's a balance. And I just, like, I have a great life. And, I just have some friends and family members going through a lot, like truly like serious life stuff. And so for me, I mean, the way I was feeling was due to my monthly cycle. Like, it'll pass. And I know that even some of you guys who are feeling that way, and you feel that way every day or every week, and it's not just due to your cycle, the fluctuations of hormones like in your cycle. And so that's where I just try to be like positive, because I know that this too shall pass, literally, and how grateful I am for the life that I have. So I don't know, this is me of just saying, like, I just never want to sit there and to complain to you, but please know that I have my down days, I have my rough days, I have my unmotivated days, and days where I'm just like mad at the world. You know what I mean? We all have those days, and life is certainly not easy. But like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to seem fake to you guys, but I also like just don't want to be that person, who's like a Debbie Downer. So I'll try to find more of the balance and share some of those times when I'm like feeling it, with not, I don't want you guys to think I'm always positive, because I'm not. I try to be as positive as I can. Just because I've been through some things in life that like were serious, and like I said, I unfortunately have some friends and family going through some things right now, and it puts your life into perspective, you know what I mean? So that's where I try to be positive. But thank you for listening and understanding and being this community, you know, all of the outpouring messages I got from you guys saying like, oh, I feel the same way. It just makes me feel better and that I'm not alone, which I appreciate. And I appreciate this community. You guys are all amazing, and I'm not just making cleaning videos and putting them on the internet. There's so much more to this relationship right here. So thank you.
I'm slowly fading through the smoke. I can't hear myself think. Now every day since I woke up, I can finally see I'm Demons enter in my head and they destroy everything. My demons tell me that I'm useless.
Oh, this lighting's so bad. Okay, so I am done. I'm gonna come put my clothes away because I feel like if I don't do it right away, like I'm one of those people, if I fold the laundry, I get it put away right away, because if I don't put it away right away, then I'll put it off and it won't get done. So put my laundry away and relax for the rest, and then maybe get a little bit of time to relax. But thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be trying to get outside more and clean now that it's warmer. Not that it was really warmer this week, but the weather should start turning around. For us, the weather typically turns around in May. I would say for the most part, Mother's Day, I mean, it's usually not super nice. Like we at least need a sweatshirt or a jacket, but by Memorial Day weekend, we're usually in shorts. So it's coming. I'm gonna get outside, clean my car. In one video, I wanna do the back patio. So a lot more cleaning outside. We'll kind of switch it up a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next time.
I
Bye.
really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight.